your way with me now to hands and knees in your space. Again, practicing self-care with that cushion underneath your kneecaps if it's available. You may choose to place your handprints under both shoulders or wider, and same with your knees under both hips or wider. As you untuck your toes, you may pitter-patter the tops of your feet on the mat, maybe feel a moment of playfulness. Notice neutrality of your spine as you press into both whole handprints, gluing them down. We'll practice cat-cow again for 3 rounds with an inhale, letting the belly droop toward the floor, squeezing shoulder blades together behind us and looking at the short edge of the mat in front. Press the back of the skull away from the floor, lengthening the neck here. And exhale, we'll tuck the tail. Lift the spine, round through the shoulders as we tuck the chin. Inhale, rolling from hips to crown through cow pose, belly stretch, big breath in. Imagine scrubbing the mat toward your knees with your handprints. Exhale to tuck your tail and round your spine. Press the mat away with both hands as you tuck your chin. Inhale, choose to make this yours in any way. You find your cow pose and your cat pose. I'll meet you in neutral, maybe making any adjustments, bringing handprints under shoulders or knees under hips. They may have drifted. Choosing to untuck the toes. And again, pressing into the whole handprint of both hands. From here, we'll reach back with one set of toes, gripping the mat, lengthening the whole leg as we reach the heel toward the floor, squeezing the glutes to lengthen that whole leg. Nice, we'll do the same thing on the other side as we bring the knee down and send the other toes back. You may notice where you are on your mat or how tall you are in relationship to the front or back edge, and make any adjustments as you move through this for 2 or 3 more rounds. Preparing for bird dog. Nice. Choose to continue this way or lift the heel and toes, leaving the mat, making a long line with your leg behind you. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And being mindful of your space, you may choose to add on with the opposite hand of the lifted leg. So if your left foot is lifted, choose to reach with your right hand, maybe bending the elbow, reaching up towards the sky with the handprint, or reaching in a long line if your space allows. Really just going for the practice of the stability of the core. Paying attention to left and right sides of the body all at once. Maybe being willing to laugh at ourselves if we find something feels silly or awkward or misaligned. Nice work. From your variation of bird dog, as you feel complete, I invite you to make space between both knees. Untuck the toes and allow the hips to fall back towards the heels as you reach both handprints forward like a puppy that wants to play, finding child's pose. You might take 3 to 5 breaths here, noticing how you feel after the effort of the warm-up poses that came before. Choose to stay in child's pose or come onto your belly as you're ready to practice cobra pose. It might feel nice to move any props or cushion out of the way as you guide yourself onto the mat, taking care of any points of tenderness in your body today. You may choose to let your face hover above the mat, or you could place a block or some other support under your forehead. It's up to you. From here, you're invited to bring your handprints to both sides of your shoulders and then scoot them 1 or 2 inches back as you draw your elbows skyward behind you, much like we did in camel pose a moment ago. Lengthen the back of your neck as you tuck your chin. From here, a big breath in might inflate your belly against the floor. Can you zip your sternum up and away from the mat as you draw your shoulder blades together behind you? Nice work. We'll lower on the exhale. Maybe pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, activating the glutes to anchor the hips. Press into the belly with a big breath in and peel your heart up and away from the mat, finding strength and control as we exhale. Lengthen the neck, look at the mat, maybe press your nose down or let it hover or find support on your block. One more time, an inhale may press into both feet behind you, activate the glutes to anchor your hips and press your abs into the mat as your heart lifts. Reaching those elbows back behind you, letting the strength come from the back. Imagine hovering your handprints perhaps as though sliding paper underneath them. And as you're ready, slowly bring your face back toward the mat. Choose to stay here and rest or send your hips up and back for child's pose again. All right, we'll prepare for some standing work as we begin to add more warmth. Finding our downward facing dog for preparation, I'll invite you to move through tabletop as you tuck both sets of toes. Press into both handprints, whole handprints, all the toe knuckles, fingerprints, and everything in between. Glue your palms down as you press into your toes and hover your knees. Lift your hips and lengthen your knees, finding downward facing dog. Can you equally distribute your weight between front and back, between handprints and footprints as you walk your dog, bending one knee and lengthening the other heel toward the floor? Inhale to change sides, lift the hips and bend the opposite knee, reaching the other heel down towards the floor behind you. Move with your breath, doing that a few more times, taking your dog for a walk. Nice work, reaching up with both heels on a big breath in. You may choose to reach down and back with a big breath out. Take baby steps toward your hands as you find a forward fold. You can bend your knees, maybe reaching for opposite elbows to let shoulders and head hang. Could feel nice. You may choose to bounce and decompress your spine, maybe losing an earbud as I just did. Press into both feet to roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Ooh, give yourself a moment to adjust as you return to upright, finding your mountain pose, turning thumbs outward, shining palms forward. Think tall thoughts as you ground through both feet. Notice the strength of your whole core and the broadness of your chest as you lift your face, lengthen your neck. Take another breath in. Choose to move as you're ready, skipping any parts that don't make sense for your practice at any time, however that may change along the way. A big breath in may lift the hands as we reach overhead, connecting the palms, hinging at the hips, and bringing the hands to the lap, finding a fold. You can bend the knees. Choose to stay or reach farther in your forward fold, maybe laying the belly on the lap. Inhaling to half lift, you could connect your palms with your shins, lengthen the backs of your legs, maybe reaching for the lap. And reach for the floor for your fold. Optional vinyasa, walking the hands away from the feet. We'll meet in downward facing dog as we lift the hips. Shifting forward for plank, option to keep the knees lifted or lower them. If lowering, you may untuck the toes already, keeping elbows close. We'll lower the belly to the mat. Inhale for cobra pose. Look up. Exhale, lower to the mat. Tuck the toes. Press up for your variation of plank. Lift the knees, lift the hips, find downward facing dog. Option to stay and breathe or lift one footprint to the sky for three-legged dog. Stepping forward toward or between the hands, we'll find a high lunge. Perhaps heel-toeing the front foot out to the side slightly and bringing the back heel towards the mat. Maybe scooting it forward a bit in space as we send the toes out at a 45 or so degree angle. With the foundation set firmly, press into both feet. Choose to rise to standing warrior one. Option to stay here and breathe as you look at the sky, or bring the hands to the heart. Nice work. From here, we'll reach up and dive forward to frame the front foot with both hands. Send the front foot up and back for three-legged dog and downward facing dog. Choose to stay and breathe or move to a plank. Option to lower the knees as you keep elbows close and lower to your belly. Untucking the toes. Choose to breathe in for a cobra pose. Exhale to lower. Option to go to child's pose. Or you may come up for tabletop, moving through plank and finding downward facing dog. Lifting the other foot up and back this time, reaching that sole of your foot towards the sky. Use strength as you bring that knee forward and plant the foot. Grounding both sets of toes and bringing the back heel toward the floor. Choose to stand and rise for warrior one. Hands might float to the heart. And we'll bow, reaching for the mat, sending the front toes up and back. Three-legged dog. Maybe moving through downward facing dog and finding your plank. Choose to move through vinyasa, a flow of poses to build warmth in the body. Our sun salutation. I'll meet you in downward facing dog as we walk hands and feet to meet in a forward fold. Maybe shaking out the head, pressing into both feet. Root to rise. Make any adjustments needed. Take a breath in your mountain pose, reset.